Welcome to my statistical investigation that I have explored for my education topic numeracy and ICT. This video will discuss the process of my investigation and how I came to answer my question. For my investigation, I asked the following question: do students in Year 6 earn the same amount of money per week as students in Year 7? Before researching any further, I predicted that students in Year 7 would earn more money per week than students in Year 6. However, caution, throughout the course of the investigation, it was important for me to note that the money earned by each student was calculated to the nearest dollar value, and no value to the nearest cent was recorded. The data used was collected from the Statistical website run by the Australian Bureau of Statistics. This site provides students with access to all sorts of random data which can be used to enhance their learning in numeracy and mathematics. To answer my question and remove any bias, I asked a sample for an equal data set. 25 Year 6 students and 25 Year 7 students were surveyed. Therefore, I used a total sample size of 50 students, large enough to notice any patterns of relevant information in the data. The table on the left shows the original data for students in Year 7. By looking at this table, we can easily determine the year level, the amount of money earned, and where it came from. The table on the right shows the original data for students in Year 6. The data sets have been displayed on two different tables to make it easier to identify and read. All graphs were created using electronic devices and programs such as Microsoft Word and Excel. Through Microsoft Word, I was able to create a stem and leaf plot. I chose to present my findings in a stem and leaf plot because if I were to explain to my students about how to include money values in this form of graphing, I could use the information below as an example. Understanding how a stem and leaf plot works can be quite complex. Therefore, it requires higher order thinking to be able to interpret and construct a plot of their own findings. Dot plots are a simple graph that are clear and easy to construct. If you think about it, they are quite similar to the column graph in the way that they are presented. Therefore, students in Year 7 should definitely know how to interpret and understand the data being presented in this form. The dollar value along the x-axis represent the amount of money the student receives each week, and the dots above represent the number of students that fall under that value bracket. Using Excel, I was able to create a double column graph. Double column graphs are straightforward and simple to interpret, which is suitable for students in Year 7. I chose to represent my data in a double column graph as it is an effective way to display two different data sets that require comparison, due to the columns being placed side by side displaying the two values. The blue column represents the number of students in Year 6. The red column represents the number of students in Year 7, while the x-axis represents the amount of money received per week by each student. My sector graphs were also created by using Excel. This is a great way to display data that need comparison as they incorporate visual aids such as the pie slices, the numbers, and the legend or key. Regardless of a student's mathematical ability, they will still be able to compare the data due to its visual aids. When representing the data that we are working with, I would recommend the double column graph, as it is clear and easy to interpret thanks to its visual properties. There are some graphs that I wouldn't use. For example, stem and leaf plots are harder to read and they can be confusing. If students do not have a strong understanding of how the stem and leaf plot work, they may be more likely to make errors when analysing the data. From the summary statistics table, we can clearly see the mean, median, mode and range. The mean is the average, the median is the middle value, the mode is the value that occurs the most, and the range is the difference between the largest and smallest value. This table is a great way to see the difference in the data. In fact, this table provides me with an answer to my question. Woo! Students in Year 6 and students in Year 7 do not earn the same amount of money per week. Based on the random data set, my results found that students in Year 6 earned an average of $34.88 a week. That's $19.68 more than the average Year 7 student. However, caution. Once again, it is important for me to note that some students who took part of the survey may not earn or receive the same amount of money every week. Therefore, the data should not be used to estimate the earnings of each student nor be generalised, unless outliers such as gifts are removed from the data. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed my video. Bye!
Created using Powtoon.